Hey guys, welcome back. Today we've got a Casio Protrek. This is the PRW60T. Super cool watch. I just got it from a really good friend of mine, Random Rob. I will link to his channel down below in the description. This is full of tech. Let's just dive right into the specs and the sizing. So it is a 42 millimeter case size, 50 millimeters lug to lug, 22 millimeter lug width. This titanium bracelet tapers down to about 19 mil. Just over 13 mils thick. It has a plastic acrylic mineral type crystal, 100 meter water resist, and weighs in at 90 grams. So it is super crazy light. To compare that to the Casio World Timer at 79 grams. So, and this is at a 40 mil case-ish. It's square, so it's a little bit deceiving, but the Protrek, like I said, has a titanium bracelet, titanium fold-over clasp, which is actually a really great clasp, and with double pushers that are completely covered by the fold-over piece, and it's an all-milled clasp, so it's super comfortable. The back of the case is all titanium as well. All the buttons are titanium. The pushers here, and here. And then it's got some stainless steel for the bezel. The case is a resin, the Casio resin, but it's painted or coated to look like titanium. So it kind of blends in. I kind of wish that the case was titanium as well, but that's okay. And this is a tough solar. So the entire dial is basically a solar panel. And it has multiband 6. It has an altimeter, barometer, compass, temperature, a bunch of different things that we'll run through. So your normal display has your analog time with your second hand that ticks back and forth. I have it set for the day and the date. You can scroll through typical Casio functions, the barometer, temperature, and with the temperature, I think what you're really supposed to do is kind of leave it sitting for 10 minutes so that it can completely adjust. But the recall, this will give you, your altimeter and barometer settings if you take a little trip and whatnot, which I have nothing. Typical stopwatch, start, seconds, it goes up to 24 hours, I believe. Countdown timer, this one's set for 10 minutes, but I think you can go up to 60 minutes. You have multiple alarms, 2, 3, 4, 5 alarms, signal so it can beep every hour or not. World time. So the world time is pretty cool because the analog hands go to the world time and the digital stays at your home time. I have mine set for New Delhi, Bangalore, India, for one of my offices is there. So this gives me a quick time of what is the time in that office. Your receive time, this is when it got its, because this is multiband 6, when did it receive its atomic time setting, which it gets every day, which is really cool because this is going to be super accurate. And then it goes back to your home time. So this gets a signal from the atomic clock every day to set the day, date, time, and seconds. So it's super, super accurate. This is quickly become my go-to watch. I did have the world timer before as my kind of grab and go. I have this in the silver and in the black resin as my grab and go because we all know that your automatic watches you're going to have to set before you head out the door. So I like to have a grab and go when you just got to run to the store, run to go do something, and you just want to grab it, out you go. So this has become my grab and go watch, just because it's so simple. So it does have a screw down crown, and what that does is that really sets, pull it out to the city. So right now it's pointing at LAX because I'm on the West Coast. If you want to jump ahead, you just click it and it moves to Denver, Chicago, New York. If you're traveling, you can just go back to, whatever city around the dial, and that's going to set your home time. And as you click through, so we can click over to the world time, and same thing. You pull out the crown, let it kind of adjust, pull out the crown to city, and now you're setting your world time. So same idea as when it's in your home time. So that's super cool. Get it back to home time here. Screw down the crown. It does have a little clicking noise as it screws down, which is cool. It also has a compass. So the second hand is always going to point north. Am I ever going to use the compass feature on a watch? I don't know. Maybe. But it has it. And then you click it back and it goes back to home time. Altimeter. And then back to home time. So it's a really great watch in a small package. These were on sale on Amazon a few months ago, in that $250 range. Now they're in the $400 range. But let me throw it on my wrist here, give you what it looks like on my 7 1/4. I mean, it fits really great. It's super light though. I'll be honest, it's almost too light for me. I really like my my Zelos Hammerhead 2, which is part of the Tour watch. And this is at 178 grams versus the 90 grams. So this one is super light, but it works. I mean, you forget you have it on. Like, you completely forget that you have a watch on. There is lume. We'll give you that in a second here. So here it is, gets an SKX. This is 42 mil. This is 42 mil. It looks a little bit bigger, but that's just because the smaller bezel, the bigger dial, so that's a little bit deceiving, but same size. Next to the world timer at 40 mil. And next to the Zelos at 45 mil. So this is a super great watch, super good size, super light, super robust. I love the titanium bracelet. So yeah, I just had to have one. When Rob was done with it, he sent it on over to me. So let's see if we can get you a lume shot and kind of compare. It does have lume, if it'll focus. And it does have a neon light down here, which lights up the digital display, as well as the hands turn blue, which is kind of cool. It'll stay on for 1 second or 3 seconds. You can set that in the settings. Now, it's not Seiko lume, but it does have lume. And it's not Zelos lume, and it's starting to get a little bit lighter out here, so it doesn't quite show as well, but it's got lume. It works pretty well, and you've got that light, which does light up the hands well enough in darkness to see what is going on with the time. So, very cool watch. I am glad to have it now in my collection. Thanks, Rob, for sending it over and allowing me to grab it from you. And as always, thanks for watching, and y'all have a great day.